Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking every attacker on Rainbow Six Siege from worst to best. Obviously, 37 of them. Some are bad, some are out of meta. And some are, well, just amazing. So I'm going to be going through which ones suck, up to which ones are just the best attackers, and which ones should be either banned or picked every round. So let's get into it. Starting off with F tier, the worst operator in the game. Well, maybe not operator, but the worst attacker in the game is Sense. I feel like after the buff, he still hasn't really found his place. I mean, his assault rifle is mid at best, and I don't know, it's just not good. His DMR is decent. He doesn't. I mean, his gadgets are decent, but yeah, his gadget it just sucks, to be honest. It really just sucks. I mean, it's cool how you can turn it off and on, but generally, Sense deserves to be at the bottom of the list. Now, second worst, 36th best operator. Not a good mark, but I've put Knock here. I just feel like right now in Siege, trap operators are in meta. You're always going to have either a cap can or some other form of trap operator on the enemy team. So even if you can sneak past them with the cams, Nook's just not a good pick. I mean, I love the SMG9. Doesn't have much recoil, decent fire rate, but it's an SMG. Attackers should really just have assault rifles. Nook just isn't good. Her ability, even though it got buffed, it's still not the best. Generally, just not the best operator. And I think Nook is well deserving of 36th. Then at 35th, might be a hot take, Iona. Some of you may go, oh, infinite drones. Shut up. This is my tier list. You don't get to decide. It's me who decides. I say what goes. So now suck it up and deal with it. All because you have her elite skin and you like to upskirt her because you're weird and you can't get bitches. I can. So let me tell you why Iona's shit. Loadout. The ARX is a relatively decent gun, better than the G36C. However, having that low of a magazine size, and realistically you should be using the Gun 6 as well, it's just not that reliable if you're fighting more than one person at a time. Her gadget, infinite drones, yes, it's cool, but you should be droning anyway. You don't need infinite. Just hide your drones well. I mean, come on, this is basic stuff. Learn how to drone. Stop depending on an entire operator just because you can't drone. Well deserved at 35. I don't want to hear different. Now, on to 34. I'm not too sure about this one myself, Callie, because at one point, you look at the bad sides. Sniper, which most of the time gives you a hit marker, or you just down them and they're going to get revived anyway, because Cali players don't know how to play close with a sniper, and a relatively shit SMG. I mean, they could have at least gave Cali the Bearing 9. So loadout is bad, but her gadget, I mean, it's a decent gadget. I mean, clears bandits, clears mutes, just amazing for getting wall, unless you're against a Cade, in which case you should have a Thatcher or a Twitch or some of that sort. But generally, I don't think Callie's gadget is the worst, but her loadout brings her down catastrophically. Going into 33 is Finker. Once again, another hot take. I know some people will heavily disagree with this, which I can understand if you disagree with this, but shut up, my tier list. Her loadout sucks. Her gadget, she has grenades, smokes, and flashes. Absolutely amazing choices. However, oh, the guns suck. The 6P4 1V LMG, its fire rate is shit, and its recoil is way too much for its fire rate being that shit. I mean, it's just a doo-doo gun, and the spear isn't much better. Just generally really bad primary weapons, and her ability isn't even that good either. I mean, yeah, you can heal like 20 health, but it's just not good. Most of the time, you're not going to be able to use her gadget to its full potential, because Siege is a one-shot headshot game. It's either the enemy's dead with a headshot or you're dead with a headshot. There is not much time for Thinker to come into play. Oh yeah, and all of these are getting... I'm looking at this from the perspective of good players using the operators and on console ranked. No PC, so unfortunately Deimos will not be as high as he would be if I was a PC player. It's just because I'm on console, the pistol's harder to use on console. But Deimos is still high up there, don't worry. But yeah, it's going off that perspective, so just keep that into mind. Now, at 32, yeah, and this is coming up to the end of F tier, Sledge. I don't think Sledge is a bad operator. Just hear me out. I don't think he's a bad operator, but wow, he's had some nerfs. Once again, amazing gadgets, but gadgets don't make an operator. They got rid of his SMG-11, which sucks. The gun is pretty decent, and you used to be able to run the shotgun comfortably, but he doesn't have SMG-11. And with his gadget, I mean, there's so many who do it better. I mean, come on, Sledge. His gadget is so outdated. I don't even know what they can do to really make Sledge better. Just give him the SMG-11 back. Everyone already picks Buck anyway. Buck is such a better operator than Sledge. Buck does the same thing, but 10 times better. So yeah, Sledge is unfortunately staying in F tier. Now, on to D tier. Glaz. I wanted to put him higher, but I feel like he's deserving of this. Glaz. So decent. I mean, yeah. Actually, he's got a good DMR. He does have a good DMR. I'll give him that. Decent gadget selection and an amazing secondary weapon like, yeah, you know what I mean. He's got the beer in 9 PMM, but pick the beer in 9 over that. And if you wanna strategize with the gun 6, then you can do that. But like I said, console lobbies, you want to have some consistency, so you go for the beer in 9. Also, look at how nice this looks. All 3 of them with black ices. Wow, that turns me on. Oh yeah, and smokes, thermal on his DMR is cool, but yeah, definitely just escaped F tier for me. Now on to the 29th best, I think, or 30th. I don't know. I'll put a number in one of the top corners or something. But yeah, next up is Lion. In the lower half of D tier, his loadout, I mean, the 417 is pretty good, but he doesn't have a fully automatic weapon to kind of back it up. And this is console lobbies. Quite a good, actually a very good gadget selection. And his assault rifle, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but his gadget just isn't good. I mean, yeah, you can hit it and then apply pressure. It's good with certain strategies or situations, but generally, I don't think Lion's that good. People play him because he feels nice and he's fun to play, but is he practical? No. Should you be picking him over someone better? Absolutely not. So he's well deserving of second lowest in D tier. And then after Lion, it would be Blitz. Obviously, the massive shield nerf has definitely put him down in the tier list. But I mean, if you know how to use him properly, he's not a bad choice. I mean, you're supposed to apply pressure, but not just run in sight stupidly, because you will get killed. P12 do pistol, but you've got a riot shield with a flashbang, so I guess you don't really need amazing weapons. Gadgets pretty shit. Yeah, I think he's deserved of this spot. Most people don't play him right. I mean, no one should really play shields anyway, unless you play Monty. Monty's like the one shield operator I can kind of understand. But yeah, Blitz is well deserved of kind of middle D tier. Now, on to the next operator. The next one is Osa. Some people may agree with this. Some people may disagree with this. If you disagree with no, not Thinker. If you disagree with Osa being middle D tier, you are copper. Straight up. This is a copper operator if I've ever seen one. Very good gadget selection. Most of the bad operators have good gadget selection. I don't know why, but Siege thinks giving them a good selection of gadgets will somehow make us forget that they're shit. Good pistol, but it's a pistol, and a very good SMG. Most people use the assault rifle. I don't really understand why. I don't use it. I use the SMG. I think it's better, but I mean, whatever floats your boat, I guess. But yeah, and the Talon Shield. I know I'm supposed to be looking at the perspective of someone who plays this operator well, but most people treat Osa like Monty. Osa is not Monty. And then they kind of like hide around a corner and then switch to their primary weapon. You're gonna get slammed. Just stop. Most people forget what a nitro cell is. Like, oh man, people who pick this operator piss me off. But yeah, well deserved of mid D tier. If you pick it, you are a bot. On to the next operator in D tier, Amaru. Also, look at how nice this oh wow, look at how nice this set is. Eyes of Silken Trap Nest. Wow. With the black ice as well. That is beautiful. But yeah, Amaru. Her gadget is lackluster. She's good for making impactful moves early on in the round. After that, she really has no use. I mean, she has an absolutely amazing kit. I would probably say Amaru has the best kit in the game out of anyone. I mean, come on. An insanely good LMG. Zero recoil on this thing. Supernova, arguably the best shotgun in the game. And then the ITA-12S, decent, it's a secondary shotgun. You cannot complain with it. Gun 6 and SMG-11. Oh my god, what an amazing loadout. With hard breach charges and stun grenades as well. I think her loadout is so good, I couldn't put her in F tier. But the gadget's bad. I need to look at operators as a whole. If your gadget is really bad, no, not your gadget. If your if your special ability is just really bad and only useful at the start of a round, or yeah, I just can't put you that high. But I love Amaro. Very fun to play. And next up is Zofia. How would you say it? Zofia is a former shell of her past self. Her ability is decent. It doesn't get rid of mirrors though. If it got rid of mirrors like Ash, it would be fine. You know, she would actually jump up quite a lot on this tier list, but because mirror is picked a lot, she just Zofia just doesn't get her chance to shine. And her M762 has way too much recoil, and it has a minus 10% run speed modifier. I mean, that's bad. I, I'm the goat at this game, obviously, so I can control the recoil, but the average person can't, and it's understandable. It has a There's a certain way I like to describe guns like this. Its recoil isn't like massive like the F2, and don't add a low taper fade meme in there. Yeah, it's not massive. What I call this recoil is jumpy. It's where kind of like the commando. The recoil just jumps. It's very jittery, like up and down, and it's just not fun to use. But I mean, the stats on the gun are decent. But yeah, decent secondary, okay gadgets. She just generally is not in a good state, and it's sad to see. It is sad to see, but I think Zofia is well deserved at the top of D tier. And for the last operator in D tier is Fuse. I don't think Fuse is bad. It's just there's like a stigma. Is that the word for it? There's a stigma around Fuse. You're doo-doo if you use them, unfortunately. Mid gadgets. PMM's pretty good, but the GSH 18 is shit. AK-12, one of the best weapons in the game. I mean, wow, the AK-12 is something else. Then you get onto his gadget. I mean, it's okay. Most people use them for kills. Why? It's loud, it's clunky, it's slow. You should really be using Fuse's ability to clear out like Goyos, Malusis, anything that will get in your way that you can clear from either above or a hard wall. You should be using Fuse to get rid of. Fuse can make your life so much easier, you just choose to play him like shit. So, that is going to be it for D tier. Moving on to C tier. This is a hot take. Maverick. Yeah, I know. Go to the comment section, cry about it. I don't care, stop being a bitch. Shut up. Now, when we're talking about his loadout, He's got stun grenades, smokes, claymores, pretty good. Doo-doo pistol. Oh, wait, 55 damage. Never mind. Right, pistol's decent, and his primary weapons are very good. The M4, very nice to use. A small bit jumpy, but generally it's no. I wouldn't say this one's jumpy. I'd say it's like slightly jittery, but it doesn't have much recoil. You can deal with it. The M4 is very nice to use, and the AR-15 is it's decent. You know, it's a decent DMR. His gadget, I mean, good for getting rid of bandits, mutes, making small holes in walls, which is kind of a low. I don't know. It's a low rank move to do, but high ranks, like Chalet Basement, high ranks will know where to do Maverick holes, and they work. They are very good, but most of the time they are just shit. The defenders can also use them if they're stood in a good spot. I just don't think Maverick's that good. Cry about it. I don't care. Maverick is at the bottom of C tier. Next up, IQ. I mean, pretty good gadget selection. doo-doo pistol, very doo-doo pistol. And, I mean, relatively good selection of primary weapons. The commando, right, this is what I mean with jumpy weapons. It doesn't have much recoil. Well, yeah, it doesn't have much recoil per... It doesn't have much recoil. It's just jumpy. It might not be the same on PC, don't quote me on it. It's just, I can control it fine. It just jumps. It's just, I don't know, it's just weird to use. AUG, I don't know why. I know the AUG is very good. People love the AUG. I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't like how 1My holds it. I don't like how IQ holds it. I don't know. I just don't personally like it. It's just a me thing, just a picky thing. So yeah, G8A1, lovely weapon. But, I mean, I can't give the ability much credit, to be honest. Just drone. It's the same with Iana. Just use your drone. I understand it's decent for Fenris, just spotting general operators, spotting echoes. If you come across an echo main, yeah, use IQ. Sky's the limit. That means you are a smart person. You are seeing what the defenders have and making your push or playstyle affect the enemy team directly. God, I'm fucking losing my words here. But that is what a smart player does. It's what 90% of you fucking idiots forget to do. But yeah, IQ, yeah, relatively low in C tier. I think it's deserved. She's a former shell of herself, once again. After that is the most glazed operator in Rainbow Six Siege history. I don't care that you like his elite skin, fucking, who was it, Sam Fisher. I don't care. His Argus cameras are loud. Yeah, it does damage it does like 5 damage to enemies. Yeah, it can get rid of bandits. But guess what? You can't stick it on a bandited wall. You can't stick it on a caded wall. It's just not that good. And 90% of the cameras you put down are going to get shot if you're playing against smart people, or just people with eyes, for that matter. However, talking about his loadout, Claymores, Hard Breachers, decent, Gun 6, Dookie Pistol, yeah. MP7 MP7 ACOG. Well, I don't really use the ACOG, I use the 1.5 lookalike, because it's slim around the edges. It's really just personal preference. Unless you use this, then you just actually, I don't know, I can't really hate on it. I don't know, it's just not for me. But wow, MP7 ACOG is always something else. It's so nice to use. But come on, 50 damage, 800 fire rate, relatively small mag, but just put an angled grip on it. Very good weapon. Just ugly. It's just a really ugly weapon. It's like fat. This is like the gridlock of assault rifles. But yeah, Zero deserves to be relatively low mid C tier. I think it's deserved. Stop glazing him. Up next, Monty. I think, I don't know, Monty, I feel like if you're playing with a 5 stack, Monty could easily jump up to S tier because of the push potential. If you have someone if you have like 2 people pushing with Monty and it's a strategic push, yeah, I will let you argue that Monty's A tier. But if you're duo queuing, solo queuing, he is hot garbage. Okay, gadget pool, P9's shit. I just like it because I've got the black ice. Don't use the revolver. Just don't. And his ability, like I said, it's good for a strategic push with teammates on comms, but yeah, I don't know. Monty is not it if you don't at least have a 4 stack. But yeah, I feel like when played right, easily S tier. Up next is an operator I really like using. I don't know, just something about Gridlock is very fun. One speed, I mean, this side angle should kind of explain enough. We got a meaty Marley right here. But yeah, F90, it's okay. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I mean, I kind of like the LMG. I'm just not willing to run it on a one speed. Definitely not. Super Shorty, the best secondary shotgun in the game. Oh, who's just messaged me? Yeah, the best secondary shotgun in the game. Love the Super Shorty. Having that on an attacker is very refreshing. Frag grenades, smoke grenades, impact, EMP grenades. You know, you can't complain with the loadout too much. But the track stingers, just use Nomad. I like using Gridlock because I don't know. I just like using Gridlock. I can't put her too high on the list because Nomad exists. But yeah, I think this is a decent place for Gridlock. Up next, I feel like I've placed Ying a bit too low. But at the same time, she has limited potential. I mean, 0 recoil on the T95 LSW. I'm not going to say a good LMG, but it's decent. It is decent. Don't use the shotgun. You're a puff if you use it. Okay pistol. I mean, anything with a high damage is just the best type of pistol. Hard breach charges, smoke grenades, you know, it's okay. The Yin Candles, after the nerf, the fact that you can fully charge it and it still takes a second to go off, she's just not the best. I mean, Ying is good for making strategic pushes or putting high pressure on enemies to clear an area or really just make room. Ying is amazing at taking space. I feel like that's how you should play Ying. But I don't know. There's very few people who play Ying like that. Most of the time, they still have like 3 Ying Candelas sat in their pockets when there's like 10 seconds left. Stop. You're supposed to be pushing with at least one other person. Be strategic. Stop being dumb. You are selling your teammates. But yeah, Ying, high C tier. I don't think it's too harsh. Up next, once again, I feel like it's too low. Striker. M4, amazing gun. M249, a pretty good LMG, but the M4 exists, so you know you should really just pick the M4. Secondary shotgun. I mean, it's a secondary shotgun on attack. Come on. And then the option between literally anything, any gadget in the game. Come on, you can't complain with that. Well, any gadget on attack. He is fun. You know, you can have stun grenades and grenades. I mean, this is a solo queuer's wet dream. Very fun to play. I just feel like with uniqueness, realistically, you can do the same thing with other operators. You're only using him because you want to frag out. And I can't blame you. Sometimes you just want to frag out. But yeah, high C tier. Maybe if you want to argue B tier, I'd be acceptable to it. You know, I won't be too mad. But yeah, I feel like I can't put him much higher. That is the end of C tier though. Up next is B tier. This is where if you run any of these operators, I can tell you're at least semi-knowledgeable with the game. So, at the very bottom of B tier is Capital. Para 308, I love this gun. I mean, 0 recoil, 52 damage. Wow. I mean, you cannot complain with that. You can't complain with it at all. M249, once again, it's good, but I love Paramore, it's just one of them. Going 6, Doodoo Pistol, very good gadget selection, but his ability, I love this. This is so good for making plays, unless you're against the Warden, which is also Ying's problem, because Warden has a high pick rate still, for some strange reason. I feel like he is underused, very underused actually. Capital is one of the most underused operators ever in Siege's history, and it's weird to think why. Because I mean, you have a flame arrow, which is very good for clearing room. You can just make a lot of plays with Capital, and you've got the smokes. You can't complain with Capital, and most likely if you have a Capital on your team, they are good at the game. So if you're a Capital main, all love, thank you for being on my team when you are on my team. Yeah, I feel like bottom of B tier is decent placement for Capital, and this mask is just so fucking cool. But yeah, up next, slightly above Capital, is Twitch. I absolutely love using Twitch. Twitch F2 is one of... Oh, fuck off. Yeah, I absolutely love using Twitch F2. It is such a fun weapon to use, but since they removed the grip... Oh my god, fuck off. Yeah, sorry. Since they removed the grip off it, it's... Even if you're good with it, no one's perfect with it. You can still slip up sometimes, but 417, pretty good DMR. My floor is vibrating. Music is blasting downstairs. If you can hear that, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do about it. Pretty shit secondary choices. I mean, okay gadgets, I guess. Pretty lackluster, but F2, very fun to use, very good in the right hands. DMR, pretty good. And Shock Drone it's amazing. They recharge, do 5 damage, but you shouldn't be shooting people with it. Get rid of Cades, Bandits. They're just very good for clearing. I mean, you cannot complain with having a Twitch on your team, but if they use the F2, it's 50-50. Yeah, Twitch is deserving of low B tier, and just above Twitch is Brava. I absolutely love using Brava. Once again, the Para 308 feels amazing. What a gun. Super shorty on attack. Pretty mid gadget selection. And the Cam RS if you want to use it. People hate this DMR, and I have no clue why. It's a good DMR. 69 damage. Nice. But yeah, 69 damage, you can't complain with that. I mean, I just love this gun. Very nice. Partly because I have black eyes for it as well, so I'm biased. But yeah. And her drones. It's extra drones. Intel is so fucking important on this game. It's unbelievable. Having those extra drones, even if you're not going to use them for their intended purpose, it's still extra drones. But yeah, you can hack anything. Capcans, Malusis, Fawns, Fenrirs. You are the #1 counter to trap operators. Especially Malusis, because Malusi is insane. Malusi is very much in meta. I mean, come on, as soon as she got the ACOG, oh, wow, you'd see it every single game. Not as much now, but Malusi's still very good. And Brava's just that golden ticket to avoid it. I mean, Brava somehow makes Nook playable, if you're running with your duo, which is... I mean, look, if you're going to make Nook playable, you've got to get points somewhere. But as far as it goes, she does need a buff. I mean, only 3 hacks. They don't even recharge. They're slow. They take too long to hack, most likely. By the time you've started hacking it, it's going to get shot, unless you get lucky and you're against doo-doo players. But yeah, I like Brava. Brava is very fun to play, but Definitely deserving of mid B tier. Up next, Deimos. I know. B tier is crazy for Deimos. I understand it. I love Deimos. He's very fun to play, very good. But the pistol's just not that usable on controller. I mean, it's just not. The AK-47M is shit. Generally horrific. I like using the shotgun, but because the pistol is not that good on controller, you don't really have the free will to use the shotgun. But frag grenades, hard breach charges, pretty good. And wow, such a fun ability. And Deimos just looks so cool, by the way. Can we not forget this? Don't sleep on Deimos's looks. Oh my god, if my phone gets buzzed up once more, fuck off. Yeah, Deimos looks sick. He is sick. Very fun to play. The 1v1s you can have sometimes with Deimos is so fun. He might be the most fun operator to play in the game. Also, if my voice sounds like shit, I'm sorry. I'm a bit ill. A bit under the weather, but we move. I'm trying to crank out videos because it's just fun to do. Not even expecting to get anything from it. It's just, I know it's just fun to like mark down my progress with gaming, I guess. But yeah, Deimos, very fun to play, very good if you are good. Now, after Deimos, this is starting to get towards high B tier, is Ash. R4C, come on, one of the best weapons in the game. Don't pick the G36C. R4C all the way. Also, the Firefly. The Firefly weapon skin is... Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Yeah. Firefly weapon skin is so fucking cool. I just saw this on Marketplace. It looked cool, so I got it. Oh my god, the amount of fucking people I see using vertical grip, flash hider, and no laser. Why? You are an entry fragger. You are making your life harder. Put a laser on so you can at least sprint into power positions and then have a quicker ADS speed, because all of you brain dead Ash mains love to sprint for some strange reason. And put an extended barrel on. It's going to help you out in a lot of gunfights. You are the main person who should be taking gunfights. Do yourself a favour and chuck the extended barrel on. You do not need a flash hider. This gun's recoil is not that bad. But yeah, I mean, I don't really need to say much about Ash. Very deserving of mid to high B tier. And after Ash is Jackal. Stop banning Jackal. I mean, I'd rather you ban Deimos than Jackal, to be honest, even on controller. I understand he's good, you know, very, very, very good fucking weapon. C7E, very nice. Recoil drags to the right a bit, but still no problem. Also, the black ice on this. Oh, wow. This is such a flex. As soon as I got this, I was so gassed. What looks better though? White. Yeah, C7E, PDW9, very good. Don't use the ITA. Just don't. Right, secondary shotgun, awesome on attack. Claymores, smokes, pretty dookie gadget selection, and well, you can't really complain with his gadget. I mean, no, not his gadget. You can't really complain with his special ability. Very good, tracking players, good for... And even when you've used up all of his tracks, you can still use his ability to see footsteps. Don't forget this. Most people use all of his ability and then go, oh, guess I have to turn the goggles off now. No, you can still scan footsteps. You can still be useful. Don't just give up halfway through the round because you've run out of scans. Jackal is very good. Use him to his full extent and you will get further. You will win more games. You will get out of copper. Trust me. And this is very harsh. This is the one operator I'll understand people getting mad at me about for putting here. Hibana at the top of B tier, the very top of B tier. Actually, no, fuck this. Hibana is the bottom of S tier. No, not S tier. Fucking hell! Don't jump the gun. A tier. Moving on to A tier. I've looked back at it. Hibana is A tier. Also, look at this weapon skin and this headgear, man. Oh my god, what a cool set. The Twitch Prime set. Oh my god, so cool. Right, fuck off. I'm gonna throw my phone across the room. I swear down. But yeah, amazing gun. It's pretty much the R4C, but with slightly less recoil. I mean, come on. All you have to do is chuck a compensator on it, and you happy days. Small magazine, but you can deal with it. Very good gun. Bearing 9 is a secondary. Come on. Flash grenades. Yup. I'm gonna throw my phone. I swear down. I'm gonna throw it. What was I saying? Yeah. Stun grenades. Amazing. Gadget. The best operator for getting hatches. You shouldn't really be picking anyone else for hatches unless you want to go ace and you also need to get a wall. You know, then it's understandable. But yeah, amazing for getting hatches. Okay for getting walls. I mean, realistically, just pick ace or thermite. But wow, Hibana is so good, so fun to play. I'm happy that I looked back and moved her away from B tier. Hibana is A tier. Now, moving on to, well, now second worst in A tier, Thermite. I mean, come on. If you need to open a wall, Thermite is your guy. Come on. You cannot complain with Thermite. Pretty shit weapon for an attacker. But it's still an assault rifle. It's still usable. Realistically, I mean, come on. Realistically, you can get kills with a... God, who has a shit weapon? Deimos, actually. Come on. Deimos is a fragger, and you can do perfectly fine with the AK. Don't use his bad gun as an excuse to go negative. Look at me. All I do is play support. Don't question the rank. I've barely played this season. I haven't really played much console Siege this season. It's mainly been PC because all of my mates are on PC Siege. No, you're not going to see my PC rank because, well, going against PC players when you're on a broken PlayStation controller isn't the best. But the KD is still positive. I will tell you that for a promise. The KD is still positive even on PC because guess what? This is a one-shot headshot game and all you need to do is position yourself well. Stop thinking you need the best aim in the world. No, just play smart. You will get far. You will get places. But yeah, don't use this bad gun for an excuse to be bad. I mean, M45 is okay. Stun grenades, pretty good. Thermite is obviously A tier. Who's next? Grim. What an operator. He got buffed. Actually, wait, I've got a question for this. On console, he has 5 Grims still, but I heard some before this newest season came out, some people said it was getting changed to a 4 on PC. I don't know if that's true, and I don't know. If it is, let me know. But yeah, Commando, it's so shit. Oh, it's such a shit weapon. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's bad, you know, but still not an excuse to go negative. No negative KDs. Just stop being bad. Secondary shotgun, pretty decent gadget selection, and well, come on, his K1 Hive launcher. I mean, come on, it's amazing. It is so good for making power plays. It's good for flank denial a bit. Yeah, Grim, mid A tier. I think that's fair. Okay, continuing with this shit show of a video because no one knows how to stop fucking messaging. I mean, sorry if this seems slightly ungrateful to have friends. You know, some of you don't have the liberty of knowing that many people, and all I gotta say is, don't worry, man. You'll find new people in life, but until then, I have friends. You don't. Take 45 of trying to do this fucking video. My fucking god, I didn't realise every single person I knew was going to need me at this second. It's just my fucking luck. I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, yeah. Grim. Mid A tier. Up next, Blackbeard. I mean, it's just Blackbeard. I mean, if you use him, you're a fart-smelling cunt. You know, you are the scum of the earth. Don't use him. I hate you. But he's good. I mean, come on, you've got a riot shield, an automatic assault rifle, or a DMR with frag grenades, which you can throw from behind your shield, or claymores. I mean, come on, you don't really need to say much other than that. He is a walking tank. Yeah, if you had to put Blackbeard into other words, he is a tank with a machine gun. That's all you need to say. Mid to high A tier, comfortably, but don't use him. Don't be a dickhead. Up next, Flores. Hey, now we're on to someone who's fun and nice and not a twat. Yeah, Flores. Very good ability, good for clearing deployable shields, Meluses, really anything they put down to stop you from getting into sight, you can get rid of it. I mean, your main counter is mute, but that's the same with Twitch and Brava. There's ways to work around mute, it's just not the easiest, but if you can work around a mute, there is nothing stopping you from just eating up everything in sight. You can make rotates, destroy utility. I mean, wow. Flores' ability is so good. AR-33, it's a pretty mid gun. It is mid, but it's not an excuse. Stop using guns as excuses, unless you're using pistols for some strange reason, in which case you're doing that to yourself. But flash grenades or claymores, very good gadget. Yeah, Flores is just a very good A-tier operator. And so fun to use. I mean, Flores is just very, very good. Now, this is coming into... I was considering putting this operator into S tier, but I feel like A tier is probably right. Ram. Wow. Just Ram. Or I would say, I generally think Ram and Amaru are having a competition for who can have the most broken loadout in the game. R4C, secondary shotgun, stun grenades. Wow, what more do you need in life other than Ram's loadout? Main problem with Ram is she's a free speed, but it's not that bad, you can deal with it. And one of the best vert players in the game. I mean, unfortunately the buggy can't drive on the fucking ceiling, so she's not as good as Buck, but still, insanely good. Ram is so good. I mean, it's so hard for the defenders to get rid of the buggy as well, especially if it's above them. It's just so hard to shoot that little tank at the when it's above you, just floating around, and it makes so much noise. You can make so many powerful moves, destroys castle barricades, deployable shields, everything. Ram is such a good operator. Use Ram more. Why isn't Ram getting used more? Ram is like Capitayo, but you have more reason to play Ram. Yeah, Ram, absolutely insane. Barely, barely didn't make it into S tier. And even then, yeah, no, I think I'm going to keep her in A tier. But if you say S tier, I would be in complete agreement with you. Now, moving on to S tier. I mean, this S tier, this is where the operators are at the top of the top. Thatcher. Pretty good gun. Don't use the AR-33. Shotgun, he doesn't have an automatic weapon. I probably wouldn't use the shotgun, but claymores, I mean, yeah, okay. But, I mean, come on. His EMP grenade is more than enough to put him A tier at least. Thatcher is so fucking important. Oh, Thatcher, man. You look, if you don't have a good Twitch or I don't know, a Brava, I guess, but you shouldn't really have to resort to using Brava to get walls open. Thatcher is your main man for the mission, for the job. He is that person who will help Ace or Thermite get that fucking wall open. Or hatches with Habana, I guess. Yeah. Thatcher easily doesn't. Oh, wait, no, Thatcher isn't. You know what, fuck it, I'm having to change this round. I don't. Yeah, Thatcher is S tier. Thatcher is better than Nomad, but I got the list the wrong way round, so just pretend I said this first. Yeah, Thatcher is better than Nomad, but Nomad is up next or kind of before Thatcher. You know what I mean. ARX 200, you know, it's a very good primary weapon. Don't use the AK. Don't use the fucking semi-auto mag. Oh my god, this fucking pistol is doo-doo. Just use this. Even though this pistol is still also doo-doo, it's better than this doo-doo pistol. Stun grenades and the best flank denial in the game, considering we are in a roaming meta. Vigil is insta-locked every single round. Docs don't know how to play on site for some strange reason. I think it's a mental deficiency, but don't quote me on it. For some strange reason, people play Kavera all the time, even though Kavera is fucking doo-doo. It's still a roamer. Yeah, Nomad is so good for stopping those plays. Nomad is insanely good. Realistically, you should have a flank denial on your team most of the time. But yeah, you can't go wrong with playing Nomad. If you play Nomad, you are a good player. Thank you for playing this game. I love you. Now, on to who is next. Yeah, so ST goes Nomad, Thatcher, and Buck. There you go. Now it's Buck's time to shine. Look at but this headgear for Buck is so fucking cool. But yeah, Buck. I would argue this isn't an argument, this is a statement. This is a factual statement. One of the best assault rifles in the game, one of the best weapons in the game. This assault rifle is so fucking good, it's insane. Stun grenades, hard breach charges, and the secondary shotgun, oh my god, so good for playing the upstairs and downstairs. You cannot go wrong with this. Buck is such a good operator, and making rotates, making noise for your team to push other sites. The music downstairs is vibrating my feet. I'm sorry if you can hear it. I can't do anything about it. But yeah, Buck comfortably, easily S tier, and the third best operator in the game by a mile. Now, who do you think is the best, Ace or Dokkaebi? Because I want to tell you right now, Dokkaebi is the second best operator in the game. Her logic, oh my god, her ability, the fact that you're able to call enemies, all of them, and you're just able to know where they are exactly because it's so good for knowing where enemies are. If you kill an enemy, you can hack their phone, get access to cams. Her loadout is fucking disgusting. Impact TMPs, stun grenades, Gun 6, SMG 12. This might as well be a primary weapon. Boss G, Mark 14 EBR. Oh, her loadout is so fucking good. Honestly, top 3 loadouts in the game on attack, other than Amaru and Ram. But even then, if you want to stick this higher, I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, Dokkaebi is insanely good. Easily second best operator in the second best attacker in the game. But come on, I'm a support main. The GOAT of attack, Mr. Vlogger himself, it's Ace. Come on, this guy is such a unit. The Selmas are disgustingly good. Good for hatches, good for walls, good for, honestly, you could even use them as vert. I wouldn't recommend it. It's wasting a breach, but wasting a Selma breach, but you can still play vert with Ace. I mean, listen, when diffuse is down and you still have one in your pocket, yeah, go use it for vert. AK-12, arguably the best weapon in the game. Come on, the weapon and the ability itself. Oh, such a good loadout. I mean, other than this, and maybe the gadgets. I mean, Claymores decent, breach charges doo-doo. But yeah, Ace is easily the best operator in the game. Such a good primary weapon, such a good gadget. No, not fucking gadget. Such a good ability. And because every single round you need a hard breacher, Ace is that guy. Come on. Easily the GOAT of attack. I don't want to hear different. And that completes the list. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.